Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on your favorite fragrance reviewer or favorite fragrance channel on YouTube, Rasasi's Corner. Today I will be reviewing a fragrance that I feel is not spoken about as highly as I think it should be. As you will see in the title, it is Rasasi Asrar Indonesia. Beautiful oud summer fragrance, so stay tuned. Before we get into the video, please do not forget to subscribe, like the video if you like it, leave a comment, tell me where you're watching from, ask me a question. Your interaction really helps me grow my visibility on the platform, and most importantly, it is a huge boost and encouragement for me to keep putting out these videos. Okay, so for today's video, let's get into the fragrance. Rasasi Asrar Indonesia is from their upscale prestige line. I'm not sure exactly what the official term is, but it's from their more luxurious line. Cost way more than most Rasasi, and if you're watching this video, you're trying to figure out, is Rasasi asking for that much money is worth it? Spoiler alert, I think so. I think their whole line, so far everything that I've smelt is quality. It's a couple of them are very unique, and for the quality that you're getting, I say it's worth it. So just get that out of the way. So over here I have Asrar Indonesia. I'm going to start off by reading the notes. So at the top we have ginger, bergamot, and grapefruit. In the base we have Indonesian oud vetiver oris roots. I believe it's Italian oris. I'm reading off Fragrantica, but yeah. And then cedar. And the base we have Indian oud, musk, and amber. So that's what we're getting. According to Fragrantica's main accords, it's a oud, citrus, fresh, spicy, warm, aromatic, powdery, earthy, iris, blah blah blah. I don't think that is actually accurate, but one thing I will say about this fragrance that is important to note is a very good percentage of the fragrance is natural ingredients. So because of that, it will vary from skin to skin. Already this smells way different on paper than it does on my skin. This is one of those fragrances that you need to try it on your skin, see how it reacts to you, and to see if you like it. But for me, and for my tolerance level and my taste level, this is an easy signature scent. For some people, the oud may come off a little bit more strong on their skin, or even if they do like oud, they may not like, it is a bit of an acquired taste, but yeah. So now we're going straight into the scent. This fragrance is beautiful. I must start off saying that this is a beautiful fragrance. So Rasasi Asrar Indonesia, simply breaking it down, this fragrance is a Middle Eastern version of a European woody citrus spicy scent. The woody citrus spicy or the woody spicy fragrance formulation or genre or build is one of the oldest style of fragrances in Western perfumery for the pour homme line. Ever since the beginning of pour homme, you see thousands of fragrances that use this DNA, and it's sort of an off-breed of many other DNAs that come, and that is, simply put, it's a woody fragrance that has a citrus and spicy element to the fragrance. So very basic, very common. Your 30 ms is a woody spicy. Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver is a woody spicy. Giorgio Armani Pour Homme, Guerlain Ideal Cologne, Guerlain Ideal. Most of the Pour Homme fragrances are woody citrus spicy, and what this does is it takes that woody citrus spicy and then it remixes it into a version that is inspired or has been had the Middle Eastern touch, and that Middle Eastern touch comes mainly from, of course you guessed it, the oud. So instead of using a in the West, when you have a woody citrus spicy, it's cedar wood, or it's just generic woody note, isoe, super isoe, or it's oak moss. Over here, oud is used, and that gives it a very a mix of the both worlds in terms of that woody citrus masculine signature fragrance style. I love this fragrance because what Rasasi did here is the quality of the ingredients are really are as good as any fragrance that I've tried. And when we go into the fragrance, when you spray this fragrance, I have something else on, so I don't want to spray this, but give me a second. Because I love to smell this fragrance, guys. I love to smell this fragrance. I have a spray that, I'll give that 2 sprays over there. So this is very different on paper, as I've said, than on my skin. On paper, it comes off a little bit more oudy, a little bit more earthy than on my skin. On my skin is more clean, more musky. What I get with this fragrance, so the main players here are so in the fragrance, the main players that I get are the grapefruit, the vetiver, the tea, and the musk. So that's what I get on my skin for this fragrance. Those 4 are the main players, and I'll say the oud too is the main player in this fragrance. So that's 5: the grapefruit, the vetiver, the tea, the musk, and the oud. And then the supporting notes or the supporting fragrances are the ginger, orris, and to a very good extent the amber. The amber really gives it the longevity. It's what you the amber is what you smell when you spray this on paper or you spray this on your clothes, and 2-3 days later you're still getting whiffs of it. It's mainly from the amber. The scent stays pretty linear, doesn't evolve too much, but at first play it reveals everything, and then things start to slowly fade away. The first thing to exit the stage is the bergamot. As we all know, bergamot quickly evaporates, but what you get at that opening stage is, in general, the fragrance is clean citrus, spicy with a oud touch. Like that oud makes it very, very, for me, luxurious, and gives it that unique character. And the quality of the oud ingredient here is top notch. It's probably the best oud warm weather fragrance that I have come across, bar none. It's probably the best oud citrus summer fragrance that I've come across, because not only is it oud, but it's very authentically done. It's not it smells very natural. That's what I'm trying to say. The fragrance smells very natural. Everything, the citrus, the musk. So, but when you first spray it, you're greeted with the grapefruit and the bergamot. The bergamot stays for a couple minutes and then dissipates. The grapefruit stays longer into midway into the fragrance. Beside that, you're getting the ginger. The ginger helps to maintain that clean, crystalline, white, fresh accord, while adding the fresh spiciness. So it's not overly spicy. It's just a little bit spicy, and the ginger does very good job in keeping it fresh and clean and adding that spicy touch. And then as you go on, what you're going to be getting is the vetiver comes to play. The vetiver plays a major role in the heart of the fragrance. The vetiver, the oud, combine very well, mixing with the grapefruit sweetness and the tea. The tea gives it a little bit of a sweetness, and the tea is weird. It's almost like a feeling. You just smell it and there's a tea note. It gives it this very cool, sort of clean, fresh, and tone. And that's pretty much what this fragrance is. Everything in this fragrance is to give it that clean, fresh, citrus, spicy, and then that whole clean freshness is balanced out by the little bit of the oud, by the darkness and the pizzazz of the oud, for lack of a better word. The orris root plays a very good role in, because orris is a fixative, so it plays a very good role in, cleaning out the harshness of the oud. The oud isn't harsh at all. It's very approachable, very nice. Still, it is it's still an acquired scent because it's Indian oud in here, so it has a little bit of that earthy, dirty, animalic facet in the oud. But the vetiver, like I said, in the heart plays the main role, and the vetiver is a clean, soapy vetiver. Not as soapy as Mugler cologne or Guerlain's vetiver, but the vetiver is there. It's clean. It's been, like the vetiver on its own is a very raw, earthy scent. So this one has been cleaned up a bit, and the oud and the vetiver have been to my head has been counterbalanced by the orris root, which sort of smoothens it out, and then allows the grapefruit to give it the sweetness and that cleanness, and then the soapy vetiver still has a little bit of an earthy characteristic in there. And then as it dries down into the base, you get more of a musky, woody, or musky, woody, sweet fragrance. Just on top of all of that, the performance is amazing. Like, how many times are people worried about fresh fragrances that don't perform? This fragrance on your clothes will last you, will be on your clothes for 2 days, on your clothes, on your skin. We're talking about 10 hours easy. And this will leave a nice sillage. It will project, for the first couple of hours, it will project. It has a nice projection. And I feel like for 8-10 hours, it's 8-10 hours into the fragrance, you wouldn't need to bury your nose in your skin to smell it. You will still get wafts of it here and there randomly, especially if you put it on your clothes. You will just be walking and you will turn your head or you move your body one way, and that by that time on my skin it becomes more a musky, fresh fragrance, and you just get hit with that, and you just So yeah, guys, tell me about your experience with Rasasi Asrar Indonesia, if you smelt it, and if you do end up buying this fragrance, please come back and let me know what you think about the fragrance. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching the video, and if you are still here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, the whole the routine. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave my Instagram somewhere below. But thank you very much for everyone who's watched my videos, who's taking the time out to like, to comment, to subscribe. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Everyone, stay safe, and God bless.